Hi everyone. I want to start by welcoming you all to the Project Kickoff meeting for lindacooking.com. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mitesh Khandelwal. I'll be acting as the project manager for this project. I want to start by quickly going through the agenda for today's meeting. We'll be starting off with an introduction that will give you a little bit of background about the project. Then we'll move on to the project goal, the team structure. We also have a high level work breakdown structure for this project. We also have a timeline for the project. We'll be discussing over some of the project risks, which are business risks as well as project-based risks. Then we'll be discussing some of the next steps that we have in mind for the project. And finally, we'll open up the meeting for questions if you have any. So to start off, we all of us know that lynda.com is the world's leading online learning platform. We have so many categories in our current operations scope. We have business skills like marketing, finance, accounting. Uh, we also have technologies based courses such as .NET, Python, Ruby, and so on. And finally, we also have some creative skills like Adobe InDesign, Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, and so on. So if we think about the existing customer segments, first of all, we have public organizations, which might include government offices or libraries or schools which use subsidized memberships through lynda.com to provide their members with high quality courses in different categories. We also have medium to large businesses that use Lynda services to train their employees. And finally, we have individuals with different interests who might opt for monthly membership or annual membership depending on their requirements. So until now, I was presenting what we have been doing till now. What I also want to cover is what is leading to this project. So there has been this untapped market which we haven't reached out to yet, which might be cooking enthusiasts, some large hotels which might want to train their chefs. There might be hospitality students, uh, and finally there might be small to medium cooking classes who might be able to use lynda.com's huge platform to train their students with cooking skills. So that leads us to the project goal. So we plan to launch the fully functional lindacooking.com website by May 2018. There are some of the kind of goals, subset of the objective of the overall goal, which include building an entire library of more than 1,500 cooking courses. Lynda.com currently has more than 4,000 very high quality courses from experienced professionals all over the world. And we plan to continue the tradition by bringing the same level of quality to lindacooking.com as well. The members will be able to download courses to view them offline. One new thing that we are trying through this project would be giving the users the ability to connect to e-commerce websites to buy ingredients of specific recipes which they might actually want to try hands-on with. And finally, we'll have a big engagement section for industry experts to share best practices and also for users to share their own recipes with other users. So this is the team structure that we are looking at right now. At the top, we have the project sponsor, Linda Wienman, who is also the co-founder of lynda.com. That's me. At the next level, I'll be acting as the project manager. So Rob Daniel would be the IT lead for the project. He'll be supervising our website developer, Sandra Bell, as well as our database admin, Frank Bell. And in parallel, we also have Fred Lee, who will be the marketing manager, and Renee Wilson, who will be the designer for the website. So this is the high level work breakdown structure for the website. We basically have three different buckets: the design, the content, and the development. The design module includes building the layout of the design, designing the graphics. We'll have a thorough review once we have achieved the first two steps to review the design. And finally, we also have the finalization of the UI. The content part contains developing different content categories. If you remember from lynda.com, we have categories in architecture, we have categories in business, we have creative skills, as I mentioned earlier. Similarly, we'll have different categories cooking focused on this website as well. Once we are done with the categories, we'll be integrating the content flow with the design portion, which we achieved earlier. We'll create a very comprehensive content structure, and finally, we'll finalize the content base. And the development part aligns with the development of any other website. We'll be setting up a test server. We'll be performing quality testing. Finally, we'll open up the website for review. We'll address any issues that we have, and finally launch the website on production server. So here's the high level components breakdown and timeline associated. By January 2018, we plan to complete the discovery and audit. Then we'll move on to the design and development part. We'll also have a separate module for browsing flow creation that will be completed by March 12th. Our website will be based out of WordPress to begin with, and that is why we'll be taking over the CMS structure by April 28th. We'll upload the entire content base by May 15th, and we'll be done with quality testing by May 22nd. And finally, May 31st would be the big launch date for the website. So these are some risks that we have identified for the project. The first would be the business risks. We have potential competition from youtube.com. There are many individual users who have uploaded recipes or cooking best practices on their YouTube channels. We have some monetization challenges because of this as well, because all of the stuff is available on YouTube for free. The third one would be the executive support backout. As we all know that lynda.com, as a part of LinkedIn, has been acquired by Microsoft recently. And there's that risk of the Microsoft management pulling out the support for this project. And the last one is the potential entrance. We have other online learning platforms as well, like Coursera, like Udemy. Although they don't specialize on cooking courses as of now, just like we do, we might have a potential entry from them in future. And the project risks include procurement delays. We'll be needing servers, workstations for our team, and as a part of the transition from standalone Lynda to Microsoft, we might face some procurement delays. And finally, lynda.com has set a very high standard for a course video, and since this is a new venture, there is a slight possibility that we might not be able to meet the quality standards that we ourselves have set for lynda.com. So that was the little bit of snapshot for the project. the next steps would be doing the project planning meeting on December 19th, followed by a requirements analysis on December 20th. Uh, we'll be done with the change management plan by December 28th, and the final project plan draft would be completed by January 15th. So with that, I open up the platform for questions if you have any. If you don't, you can always reach out to me at my email ID. And thank you so much for taking time for this meeting. Once again, I really appreciate your efforts, and I look forward to your contribution in making this project a big success. Thank you.